Welcome everyone to this Business Analytics webinar. I am Matti Rossi, Head of the Program and Professor of Information Systems. And with me here is Eva.
Hi, I'm Eva. I'm an Assistant Professor of Management Science.
And we will be talking to you about what it is studying in Aalto, what is special about the program. We have plenty of time for discussion. And you don't have the possibility to talk, but please send questions to the chat and we will be answering them either during the presentation or then afterwards.
There's actually already a couple of questions here.
Yes.
So, when will the information about the degree be updated on Aalto, and will it be a double degree with an exchange to other countries? So these two questions already.
Unfortunately, there will be some time before these are in Aalto, because we have just now, we are fixing the program or the program structure. It will be finalized in March, actually. I will talk about the contents to some degree here, but most of these, because many of the courses are not yet, especially from other departments, we don't know about the courses yet.
Then there was a question about the double degree with an exchange.
Exchange will be, we will have exchange possibilities. It's one of the minor possibilities always at Aalto. Double degrees, we haven't yet actually had ideas about this because this is a brand new program. Good questions. If you have anything coming, please. So Aalto is a university, a multidisciplinary community of both thinkers. And the idea is that science and technology meet the business, science and art meet technology and business. And here we are located in the middle of the Aalto campus, and we are actually physically connected to the Department of Art and Architecture, and Department of Computer Science is just across the road from here. So we are well situated to practice what we preach in here. And our programs are such that you can easily combine studies in computer science or industrial engineering in our program. So we truly try to live to this. And how this came about, we are a new university now, 11 years old, but we have a merger of 3 older universities: Helsinki University of Technology, University of Art and Design Helsinki, and Helsinki School of Economics. Actually, we have now our 110th year in the business school, because we count our start from the start of Helsinki School of Economics. Now, our bold claim is that you get more than a degree in our place. We are one of the world's top universities. For example, the business school is among the top 100 in the world, and some of our programs are in the top 50 in the analytics program ain't anywhere yet because it doesn't exist yet, but we believe it will be one of the top programs in a due course. We are very international in our current information service management program, which currently analytics is part of. About 40% of the students come from abroad. Now, faculty is more and more international every year. We are quite diverse in all kinds of dimensions here. We try to talk about community, and we believe that we have a community here. Actually, students are coming back to campus, and we can have the community feeling when the people are back after a year and a half in their own places. there's a vibrant startup scene around us, and they actually need people who can count and who can analyze the startups. So there are plenty of opportunities in there. So good career possibilities. We have a very nice campus in here. You can live here within the campus, which is in the city of Espoo, which is an immediate adjacent to Helsinki. With good research facilities. The campus is reachable by metro or bus very conveniently from across the Helsinki region. And our campus strives to be carbon neutral and sustainable. And there are several things that you can do. And one part of the analytics here is that there's more and more a need of actual analyzing and quantifying how we are carbon neutral and what kind of sustainability things there are in there, what is really sustainable and what is not. For example, are Google searches or digital services sustainable or not? These are becoming increasingly important. Now I can see, I can already answer at this point. There's a question about, are there any special requirements for persons applying from engineering bachelor? Check the eligibility criteria, but we have tried to do it so that if you have a reasonable amount of math studies and some business studies, you should be able to apply to this program. So Annika has already put the general admission requirements into the chat. Here are three pictures from the campus. One is from outside of the business school building. There's the old main building in the background, and the first glass window building is business school, and the second one is the School of Art and Design. And the picture on the left is from the main lobby of the business school. We have brand new business school building where all of the graduate studies and master studies take place for the business school. This was finished in 2019, and we were here about a year before Corona, and now we are getting back to campus. So when you come here, it is still brand new. It's a very nice building, short distances to anywhere, and state-of-the-art facilities for lecturing and all nice areas for studying in different floors. And really compact, easy to meet people and so on. The top left-hand side picture is from the main lobby of the arts building, and then there in the background would be the business school then. So we are very well situated in this campus. And as I said, we have very, very modern and functional facilities. There's a question about how many students will be admitted to the program in one intake. There will be 40 students admitted from outside in the first intake. Then there will be some number coming from all the business school programs. We assume some 60 to 70 students starting next year. These are guesses at this point. But the 40, I'm pretty sure that the 40 will be fulfilled in here from the outside. So there's a question about from international business bachelor. So this would be the Mikkeli campus. You should be able to get here directly if you have enough of the courses needed, but you should be eligible for this. We have actually from Mikkeli campus for our ISM program, there are about 30 students coming every year to our master's program. And the scholarship and admission criteria things will be answered from the school admission services. There are no exact numbers for this yet. Yeah, Annika put the tuition fee, the information there. Fall in love in Finland. I like this picture. It's slightly different outside now, but it is safe, relaxed. We're a very equal and organized society, and we have a very good education system. We are the happiest country in the world, although Finns usually claim that there must be something wrong with it because we are so modest. But I believe this is true. Almost all the Finns speak some kind of English, so you can conduct normal daily life, study and work in Finland completely in English. I must boast that I don't think that our international students have had much of a problem in getting finding jobs in Finland. Many also end up in foreign subsidiaries in Finnish companies. There are plenty of possibilities, and there are plenty of companies just in the Otaniemi area and in the greater Helsinki area, which are very international, and also working language many is English nowadays. The low hierarchy, high livability index, and reasonable living costs in here, and there's a startup culture that supports innovation quite well, and Aalto is important part of that. And there's a website for this study in Finland available. Here are some of the rankings of ours. So we are 9th of all young universities globally. So was it less than 50-year-old universities? And we are 37th most international university in the world, which is quite good given that the starting points were not so, say 15 years ago, we were quite different here. We are really quite good in multidisciplinary and collaborative research. To give you a concrete example, one of our students coming originally from China and with business background, she went to do her master's thesis in our School of Engineering and went into mining equipment, doing business models for mining equipment. Now she's actually doing doctoral studies in engineering about this. And now Eva will talk about the program contents. Please, Eva.
Thanks, Matti. So yes, I will talk about the business analytics program. Ooh, now yes, the slides are back. So if you can go already to the next slide. So this is a new master's program starting in the fall of 2022. So uncharted waters ahead. We do have in the program, we have planned a unified core curriculum. So we are including methodology courses mostly in this core. And then you can specialize in field-specific studies as well. So sort of the core consists of courses that can be basically applied in various different kinds of application areas. And then this core can be complemented by these field-specific studies, which can be, for instance, in marketing, in supply chain management, or in accounting, for instance. So the purpose of the program is to teach students about the tools of using data and analytics for making better decisions in sort of a general way that these tools can be applied in various kinds of domains. Now, this is a 2-year degree, but it's possible also to use 3 years to complete the degree if you are working in the field simultaneously. Let's go forward. The topics covered in this program includes things such as data-driven decision-making, or I would actually like to say data-informed decision-making. So data is used to assist us or provide us with more, with richer information to support our decision-making, but let's not wish that our decision-making is purely driven by data. Also optimization, so in addition to sort of statistics or data science-based methods, we also wish to include optimization and decision analysis methods to really connect these data techniques into better decision-making rather explicitly. And there are various kinds of courses. So as said, we have a strong sort of methodological focus, which can be seen in courses such as data science for business 1 and 2. I will be talking about these courses a bit more later on, but they are very methodology oriented. Then you have courses such as data-driven business, which is more on the management side of things. So it seeks to provide sort of an in-depth understanding of how digitalization, big data, and AI are impacting management and business models at different organizations across different industries. Then you also have sort of softer courses like decision-making and choice behavior, which looks at the sort of behavioral or descriptive theories of decision-making. So how we humans actually make decisions and how these behavioral aspects can then be taken into account when you are actually building analytical decision support models. So we are definitely sort of recognizing the importance of rigorous methods and tools, but we also as a business school program understand that people are needed in various roles of the analytics process. So we would like to offer a program that captures a variety of skills. So not just methodology, but also business understanding and understanding of how humans make decisions in real life. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So here is the structure and content of the program. So the core is strong analytics. So we have mathematics, statistics, data manipulation skills, which are taught on our core courses. Then we have the specialization, which as said, consists of field-specific studies. And then we are aiming at a very flexible structure, so you can include practical training in these studies as well. So we have this 90 credit program studies. So we have 18 credits of core courses. So that's basically 3 courses, 3 6-credit courses. Then we have 12 credits selection of program courses. So that's 2 courses. And then we have 30 credits of these specialization courses. So then you can really sort of jump into one of these specialization areas to get really sort of the subject matter expertise in one of these fields of your interest. So that's 5 courses altogether. And then 30 credits for the thesis. And then we still have 30 credits left for electives. And this can include a minor if you choose to do so. So we really aim at providing a lot of flexibility for you students to tailor this program to your needs. And then, so here are the core courses that I will be talking about a little bit more in detail. So we have 4 core courses: Business Analytics 2, Data Science for Business 1, and then we have 2 capstone courses, Data Science for Business 2 and Business Intelligence. So as you recall, we had 18 credits of core courses. So you can basically drop one of these courses or then obviously include one of them in your electives or programs as well. So Business Analytics 2, I'm actually the teacher of this course. The purpose of the course is to introduce analytical models to support decision-making. The topics covered include simulation models, we have decision trees, we have expected utility theory models, multi-attribute value and utility models. We have also optimization, optimization models. So here the focus is not so much on data manipulation or statistics or data analysis, but rather how to, once you have sort of done the data analysis and gotten your predictive models, and how to use these as inputs for analytical models that generate decision recommendations. So here the focus is very much on the decision-making side. Currently, the course utilizes Excel, so it's a very sort of low threshold course with respect to tools. So we don't know whether this will last, but for now, it's an Excel-based course. Then we have Data Science for Business 1. So this is all about predictive analytics. So trying to use data, large data sets to build predictive models. Here, methods include support vector machines, decision trees as well, association rule mining, things like these. And this course utilizes Python throughout. Then we have the first capstone course, Data Science for Business 2, and that's kind of a combination of Data Science for Business 1 and Business Analytics 2. So you introduce some additional predictive models on this course compared to Data Science for Business 1, and then combine the results of these predictive models to then build decision support models, basically using the techniques of Business Analytics 2. So you take both sides that are needed in a very sort of good data-informed decision process. So use the data to gather information and plug in that information into explicit optimization and decision support models to get rigorous decision recommendations. This is a very application-oriented course, so you have project work, sort of high practical implementability immediately, using definitely new tools as well. And this course also utilizes Python throughout. Then we have the other capstone course, and the plan is to have these capstone courses also, one in the fall and one in the spring, so that schedule-wise, that offers you the most flexibility. For instance, if you are planning on exchange studies, and it doesn't hinder you or keep you from completing your studies in due course. So business intelligence is a very sort of business-oriented analytical skills course. So here you use tools such as Power BI and IBM Cognos, through which you can create, for instance, very effective dashboards for analyzing data and very nice reports. And this course has a lot of guest lecturers from different companies. So it really aims at sort of giving you the idea of how analytics stuff is done in companies in the real world using these commercial tools. But that's basically it about the core courses. And as said, these are sort of very methodologically focused. And then you can take these tools and this understanding and bring it forward to your field-specific studies in the specialization area choice. All right, let's move forward. Oh, yes, this is Matti's stuff again, so go ahead, Matti.
Thank you, Eva. So we have this information technology program, which I would like to talk about in here, because it offers you a possibility of doing your studies as we like it, very fast, so that we would spend the summer between the two years as in a summer minor, which is organized by our department and which has a intensive period with 3 courses, and then a student project which is done for a real life company, so you can spend a nice summer doing your minor quite fast. And also many of the students who do this, they end up working in those companies where they have done this. And the idea is that this is really done. Every year this course tackles, or these courses in ITP tackle the most advanced tools for here experience design, interactive entertainment, and digital media, and then information service business. There's the itpaalto.net where you can find more about this. I'll talk a little bit more about examples. Here is example student project of a thesis. So visualizing bots on Finland's political Twitter. Full disclosure, this is actually my son, who is now doing his doctoral studies at CBS, so you can continue from these into good places. Then we have the career opportunities here. Obvious are business analysts, data scientists, maybe more business analysts from here, and many of you will end up as being consultants, heads of product management, product owners, and so on, and investment advisors. I was just today talking with our ISM alumni from information systems who say that surprisingly many of them will end up as something between consultant and investment advisor. So they will be doing merger and acquisitions type of work as well as consulting for other companies. And this also the analytics program will prepare you for this, because almost certainly there will be plenty of investment opportunities in different kinds of analytics startups, which means that there's quite a bit of need also for those who understand what these companies are actually doing, and many of you then will end up in those kinds of roles also. We believe that there will be really, really good opportunities for gaining employment from there. From the current information service management program, we have nearly 100% employment immediately afterwards and very good starting salaries. I was actually looking last year, we had 24 months to gain employment, and I was wondering what this is, how it does take so long. But most of the master students were 24 months before finishing the studies, they were working full time in their domain, which is not what we want. We would like you to stay at least 1 year full time doing studies, but there will be opportunities earlier. Here are some alumni stories. You can find those aalto-ism.fi, which is our quite active student buddies website. And these are people are doing very different things in here. Many of these are from other fields also, but there are several who are from analytics actually within ISM. And it's just one example that you can get into from us into these boutique consulting companies as in analytics. There's now a question about does having a background on Power BI and R programming at any point during admission. If you have courses in these, that will help you. And if you don't have courses in this, it will help you in your studies. So we have plenty of opportunities in here. Of course, this is a new program, but from what we have now, how the students in analytics within ISM, how they gain employment, I believe that this will be good for those who choose the program. So the application period will open in a month and 3 days, will run until 3rd of January 22. And now it's a good time to ask any questions that you have. Yes, Eva shared the stories link here, so you can find those alumni stories there. So this was the more formal program. So now we are open for questions, comments.
Will this be a separate program from ISM or a replacement?
That is a good question. I see this as a separate program, which is rather, it complements the ISM program. So we have, how this works is that ISM currently is a rather large program. We have about 120 students coming in per year. It's roughly divided between information systems, supply chain management, and analytics. Analytics has been gaining, and there's certain advantage, it must be said, for students if you have the analytics as your business analytics as your major mentioned in the diploma in the end. And this is what we wanted to work with this. There were 2 goals for this program. One is that we unify the offerings in analytics within the school, and then also that people get these branding possibilities. But the idea is that the ISM program continues. We assume that it has also ISM information systems professors strongly believe that there's a demand for it. There's demand for supply chain specialists, and there's big demand for analytics majors, and obviously also how we design the programs is that there are many of the components are same for both of these, and there are possibilities of interchanging between those, and it's up, as said, rather seen as complementary. Again, for example, some of the data parts are taught by the information systems faculty, then some of the applications are taught by supply chain management faculty, and so on.
There's a question also, are there any marketing specific analytics courses?
Actually, yes. I don't have a slide now, but there are things like, guess what, marketing analytics. I remember there was also advanced marketing analytics, but these are currently already about half of our students, they take those marketing analytics courses, and we actually we support the courses in the marketing department so that they can take our students there.
Then there's a question, what key points make this program different from the ISM program minor in business analytics?
This is a good question, because basically this is a spin-off, if you want, of that. So now we have business analytics as one part in there, and this is an evolution. What would you say, Eva? This will be evolution with some new possibilities.
Yeah, I think sort of business analytics, if you take that, sort of specializing that within the ISM master's program, you're kind of very much focusing then on methodology, maybe more strongly than in this ISM. I'm sorry, I'm confusing them myself. Business analytics all the way master's program, in which you kind of have this maybe narrower methodological core, which is then complemented by these field-specific studies. So I think that might be the key difference.
Yes. But you can also, if you can build your own programs in a way. where you can get into reasonably similar results.
Yes, sure. Yes.
That said, we believe that many of you who come in here will take quite a few courses from the School of Science in, say, machine learning. They have different analytics courses and different AI courses and so on, or more programming if you are so inclined.
Yeah. Yeah, we're encouraging everyone to take full advantage of the Aalto experience of being able to take courses from different schools, since the School of Science, as Matti said, is providing lots of interesting courses when it comes to machine learning and multivariate statistics and things like this that are very complementary with the courses offered by the business school.
Yes.
Question, is there a possibility to take part in an exchange program, study abroad, and so forth? Yes.
Yes, so there's this 30 credits electives, and one way of using that is to spend half a year abroad. And Aalto has quite good systems for this.
Yeah.
That you end up doing a minor in the exchange place.
Do you, Matti, recall the share of students, for instance, in the ISM master's program who take advantage of this, so go for an exchange?
There are quite a few. This is in the master's program, fewer. Nearly everyone in the bachelor's take it, but in the master's, if you try to do it in 2 years, many people opt to not do it. But
yeah,
there's also a possibility to do it actually twice if you come through from bachelor's. But we encourage people to do it. But when you are working and you are doing the master's, then many people find it not so convenient to do the exchange.
There's a question, someone has a master's degree in data science, and this includes a course in R programming. Does taking this course count during admission? And also, does having a master's degree in data science also count in admission?
How was it? We don't answer specific questions, but I can generally say that obviously if we have courses in our program, they will be counted into, because we count how many courses with relevant knowledge you have. Those will be counted in there. So you send your degree certificates or registers. What is it? Annika, what is the right word for it?
Opintorekisteriote.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah, you send in your transcript of your studies, and there the information of your studies will be. But I would like to point out that the degree granting eligibility is your bachelor's degree. So even if you have done a master's degree, you can, on the application form, write the information about your master's degree, and the courses in your master's degree can be counted for the previous studies required by the program. But you should also provide information about your bachelor's degree, and that certificate will be the degree granting eligibility in this case.
Very, very important point.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Annika. Question, can the specialization courses be chosen from more tech-related subjects and not the ones you have written here?
This will be defined when we talk about it but you can, for example, if you choose, you can take the 30 credit of electives and decide that I'll have 30 in Bayesian data analysis, I have machine learning, advanced machine learning, and very advanced machine learning, and so on. And there you go.
The question, applications without GMAT are not considered. Is that correct?
Annika?
Yes, so we have two admissions groups. Admissions group 1 is those who have a bachelor's degree from a Finnish university, and those students or applicants are not required to take a GMAT or GRE test. And in admissions group 2, that is all foreign degrees and also the degrees from Finnish universities of applied sciences. Those applicants must have GMAT score, and the GMAT score must be available for us here at Aalto by the deadline of the delivery of documents. So for this application round, that is the 10th of January. So if you have not taken the GMAT test yet, then I urge you to, as soon as possible, book a test date and see that the test scores will arrive at Aalto early enough, because without the test score in admissions group 2, your application will not be evaluated further.
So go ahead.
Yeah, specific question related to this still. Austrian Applied Sciences University Bachelor, if you have that, you still need GMAT.
Yes.
There is a separate, how was it, Annika? There's a separate actually webinar for this or question and answer session for the eligibility requirements, ain't it, or the mechanisms. So here it would be a good time to ask about the contents and so on.
Yeah, I'll see the link to the other webinars into the chat in just a moment, and I'll also post the link or email address to admission services. So if you have specific questions regarding your situation, you can email us and we can look at your specific case closer. Okay, I see there's a question. For an bachelor plus Finnish master's, is GMAT necessary? Yes, the degree granting eligibility is your bachelor's degree, and the admissions group is based on the degree granting eligibility. So the GMAT is necessary with the foreign bachelor's degree. And there's a question about the admissions groups. So the admissions groups are, or the applicants are getting points within their own admissions group, but then at the end, the two admissions groups are compared together, or the points will be compared, and the best applicants from both groups will be selected.
Yeah, there will be recording made available of this later. Are there any learning or program goals, questions?
Is there any course required to take in Bachelor of International Business to continuously study this master's degree?
Check the eligibility. You have to have a certain amount of these studies, but we recommend that you take things like programming if you have in their analytics 1 type of courses, or intro to data science, statistics, math courses. Please take those, and it will help you, and also you make sure that you are eligible. But especially from Mikkeli, those who have been applying from there have been mostly eligible nowadays without extras. If you have program specific questions, you can also email us by first name, last name @aalto.fi, and then you have the address there for the admissions also.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.